gonna tell you something. I'm Star-Lord.
I get the same old dreams, same time every night. Fall to the ground and I wake up.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Happy Birthday, Ranked and Reviewed. I'm your host, Tomye West, and joining me, as always, is my co-host, Alannis motherfucking Maximus. And I don't know why.
2 years of me doing that. How does it feel?
But my internet is running like trash.
Ah,
Could be because I maybe am running off the Wi-Fi.
my camera is very zoomed out today as well.
Look. You pay for it. You get what you pay for. And I don't think we cost anything, do we?
No, but I do have a Zoom function. Works a little too well.
Now, before we get into our show today, which is going to be a fun one, let's get a word in from our sponsors and then run the terrible, terrible, terrible intro I made for our show today.
Thank you, Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends. Nah, this is a better sponsor. Let's check it out.
The songs of the struggles to breathe, stuff like breath leaving. You can touch it from every disease. This one last heartbeat. Now remember every moment you cherished. It's already over now, so clear your mind. It's already over now. I'll sing this one more time. This one's for the broken hearted. We pray for the ones
Who's that Pokemon? It's
Been 1 week since you looked at me. Cock your head to the side and said I'm angry.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. あなたに贈るバースデーソングよ。Happy birthday to you.
years and we're still shit.
That got me that bit.
Do you laugh at like the names that I put? Alannis, like it's like Alannis Yo Waymar Maximus or some shit. And then I said music written by some Japanese group that we guess is pretty traditional by the name of Esmeralda something else, or maybe it's maybe Ezra Miller. As you can see by our background tonight, we burn babies, not movies. I thought we could chat a little bit about that, Alannis, today as well. About the fact of, do you remember when you used to burn movies?
Yeah. And do you know the best way to get those babies into the truck? Pitchfork.
Yeah. Is it better though than like? Is it better though than like? Let's say a pitchfork, but like more of a shovel. Like, okay, a snow one. Just picking up them like that and just scooping them into the back of the truck.
And then there's also when I work from home and just like get my trebuchet and launch them in the trajectory of the truck.
Your what?
My fancy catapult.
Now let me ask you a question, Alannis. Do you still, or did you say that you played D&D?
No, like once.
Do you own D&D dice?
No.
Thank fucking God for that one. I was like finding out all this whack shit about D&D today. That there's like certain famous dice that people use called D20s.
Oh, yes, that's well, the dice for the game. They're 20-sided dice.
Fucking nerds. So today's going to be a little bit different to usual episodes. We are not reviewing anything and we're not ranking anything. So this episode is technically a lie. Did it happen?
Yeah.
Did it happen?
I don't know. And we're really not ranking anything, are we? I can't even think of a valid joke here.
We could rank something.
Yes.
Let's, on the count of 3, stand up and show each other's cocks, and then we'll rank them. We're pulling out all the stops for the birthday celebration. Now, the only reason we're doing tonight is because literally last night I was checking YouTube, checking the analytics, checking the stats, putting my glasses on and checking all the stats, pulling out the sheets, going like this. Alan? Making sure that, you know, everything's written down. I don't even have, they're not nerdy glasses though, man. It almost looks like you're about to kickstart a motorcycle.
Could you tell that I'm not dressed up as Superman at the moment, but no, I am.
What a shit. Like, look, I know that this was that Superman was created in the 40s. No, 30s? 30s. 38 or 39, I believe. Batman was 42, I believe. Can you believe that in the 30s even they were just like, yeah, he doesn't need a secret identity, he just wears glasses. Can you imagine anyone across the table going, yeah, but when you don't wear glasses, I can still recognize you.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, but it's a comic book, it doesn't matter. And they're like, whatever you say.
Kids will like what we tell them to like.
And then they walked off and they were like, this dude's comics going nowhere. Suddenly it's fucking Superman. Oh, well, at least Superman didn't have someone say that they were the majority writer of the comic book when they really weren't. Like Batman. Is it Bob Kane?
I think so, yeah.
And there was another dude and he never was included?
Yeah.
And you know what's funny about that? Is that the other dude deserves more credit apparently for the whole thing and like did more. But even though I've been told about that dude and his name, I still don't remember it, and I still remember Bob Kane.
Then there's Venom. Apparently he was the concept was fan made, and Marvel paid him like $200 or something for the idea. He's like, yeah, sure, I'll sell that.
You know what? Sometimes life can be really fun and happy and cool, and it's especially happy since I got my license to chill. For anyone, it's in mirrored, but let me see if I can unmirror it. There we go. I'll put it up. I got a license to chill now, guys. Flower, THC, Safari Sunset.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Why haven't I done this before?
Are you excited to go on safari, Alannis?
Always. Except for the lions and tigers and bears. And
I'll be riding the elephants, man, off into the sunset. I tell you what, man, that is some good ass weed. Like, dude, I haven't been stoned in ever. No, I mean, like, I have been stoned before, but not blotto. The only time I was blotto ever was off the pure wax, the dab, the concentration. So, like, out of a full dab rig and everything. Then I got this stuff, and I was like, how strong can it be? And then I had one, and I was like, it's okay. And about 5 minutes later, I had another one, and I was like, ooh, that was something else. And then next thing I knew, I was down and buying Vietnamese food from the Vietnamese place, but I couldn't stop staring at the one spot, so I was like this. The whole time I waited for the food just like this. And I was like, that's when I got home, I realized, yeah, this is good stuff. So, look, now that I got a license to chill, I'll tell the world. I refuse! Because you know what? I'm pretty sure that can't be used against me at all now.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Take me to court, because guess what? I got a license to chill. Hey, look, the doctor said I really need this medication and I'm really sick. Yeah. Sick as a cunt, sick cunt. Alannis, I thought I haven't really spun the idea with you about what we're doing tonight properly, but I thought we'd talk about a lot of different things, starting with our favorite moments from doing this show, our favorite cinema moments of all time, from kid onwards, our favorite movie experiences of all time, and how far the medium has come, including burning movies and all that jazz. So how does that sound?
That sounds good to me.
And for everyone wondering, where is our yearly Tanked and Reviewed? We have got some exciting news for y'all, because you don't have to wait for long. Tanked and Reviewed is coming back for its second episode. Remember, we only do one a year. One a year, and it's not getting any more than that. So you better join us to come look forward to us, because it's going to be a wild time. I was watching footage of the other one today, and dude, I don't even think it was like halfway through that podcast, and I asked you a question. You were like, yes, I like many things too. I thought we'd also take a look back at some of our favorite moments that we haven't done. I'm going to make a proper montage of them like we did for the last Tanked and Reviewed of the latest bunch, because we did the first 50 episodes. Well, not the first 50 episodes, but the best bits that I could find and be bothered with. That's going to happen again for Tanked and Reviewed, but Tanked and Reviewed is happening this Thursday, 10 o'clock p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to be continuing our tradition of what we're reviewing, and we're reviewing Barbie.
Yeah.
Malibu Stacy. We're doing Malibu Stacy.
Yes.
Lisa Lionheart. I'm sorry, but Lisa's such a shit character.
See, Lisa episodes are second only in shitness to Marge episodes. They're both
Yeah,
cunts. They're bad
but-
people.
But I'm trying to think of like side characters that suck when they've got their own plot going too. Well, it sucks no matter what anyway when it's Apu now,
Yeah.
because that's not Apu.
Yeah.
And same
So
when,
is-
when it's about Carl. That isn't Carl anymore.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not trying to get into politics. I'm not trying to get into what's right and what's wrong. If you want to get voice actors to play the characters' colors of their skin the same, like they've got the same color skin as the character, if that's what you want, then go for it. But do it from the start. Do not be on for 27 years and then decide, nah, we're going to get people that belong in this part, which belong is a very silly word, you know? Like, I want to know, what are your thoughts on the change of voices in The Simpsons and things like this and how the public perception is about this shit?
I think it's like, I don't know. I think it's unnecessary. I mean, it's not one of those things where it wasn't really an issue until it was made up as an issue. Like, I don't think there was like, I think the only one that I can kind of go, maybe was Apu. Like, but at the same time, I don't get why you had to make every black person a black voice actor, things like that. It's that seems a little silly.
As Bill Burr said, who was he talking about to begin with? There was someone that got like a role, and someone that was playing a paraplegic, and he's like, the people are upset that they didn't get a real paraplegic to play this character, and Bill Burr's like, no shit, it's called acting, and then he goes, can you imagine a paraplegic coming on and then like everyone's going to carry him around and all of this shit, and then he goes, like, what about serial killers? Who are we getting to play serial killers in this movie? These serial killer movies then? Are we going to look for real killers? Like, it's stupid. When you actually look at it, like, from that perspective, which is the perspective you should look at it, because the color of skin means just as little to most people as who plays the character that's a serial killer. You know what I mean? Like, we don't care about the color of your skin. I know this is coming from a white privileged person or whatever, but we don't care because you know what? We like you anyway if you're a good person. We don't care about the color of your skin. We don't care about your sexual identity. We don't care about what you want to be, whether a female, male, whether it's fucking androgynous, whatever you want to do it. And be whatever color you want. Fuck, go paint yourself purple. I don't give a fuck if you identify as purple. Just don't push it onto me. That's all I care about. Don't come over and be like, I bet you wish you were purple. Come on, man, get your skin colored purple. Like, that's pretty much what you'd have to do to annoy me about the color of your skin, because I don't care.
I do wish I was purple though. Like,
I'm blue. So, yeah, I think it's ridiculous. I think that you should be able to have white people voice black characters. If skin color truly doesn't matter, like that's what everyone says, there's your point. It doesn't matter. They're like, it shouldn't matter what color our skin is. Okay, then it shouldn't matter if we put white people into black roles that are voiced by. It's different if we get like a white person to play a black guy in a movie.
Yeah,
that's just like Jamie Kennedy or whatever. being in Malibu's most wanted or whatever. It's just like terrible. Like, come on, guys, yo, we ain't gonna stand for this. Racist. But anyways, yeah, we don't care. That's the good thing about us. We make pretty fucked up jokes by just even the background, you know. But the one thing is that you can feel safe coming here, being a part of the community, and knowing that we don't discriminate. We don't care. We're not racist. We don't care about gender. If you're gay, we don't care. If you're lesbian, we don't care. If you're like what, but if you're both, but good on you, because fucking probably got way more options than most people that don't. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you can feel safe. You can feel safe with Ranked and Reviewed, knowing that we're not going to just suddenly rip on a movie because it's black, or where, you know, you can come here and know that you're pretty safe. The only people that aren't safe are the people that can't take a joke and don't obviously know we're joking when we're joking, which is all the time. We're always joking. If it comes out of my mouth and it sounds really bad or really harsh or really offensive, it's automatically a joke, because like that's the only reason I would say it. Isn't that right, Alannis?
100%.
We're down just for shit, silly goose times and reviewing movies in 4DX especially. Even though I didn't appreciate it.
It's possible. We're definitely into reviewing those movies, because boy, were they fun.
What movies?
Mission Impossible. Like, that was a delightful romp. We watched the whole thing, remember?
My eyes are glazing over, man. I'm dying. I'm slowly dying, man. This is the slowest death anyone has ever had. Bang, bang, click, click, reload, bang, bang, click, click, dead. Fuck me.
Tom Shoes.
I want to get into this right away now, Alannis. No more time to waste. Alannis, tell me some of your favorite experiences while we've been doing this show, some of your favorite moments, and some of your most hated.
I think my most loved and hated moment was seeing Mission Impossible, because, one, I had to see it. But fuck, that was a good review. We covered the topics perfectly. Like, give it complete credit. Honest, straight up reporting. Yes. Yeah, we've had some interesting times. I think one of them was when we were discussing wrestling, and with perfect kind of timing, you announced what your wrestling name was going to be.
Yeah. Can I say it?
I think you should say it.
The cunt. Man, that'd be sick. You walk in and then just like if I was bigger, standing at a mighty 6.7 feet, with a weight of 180 pounds, comes in the cunt. And I just walk in doing this. And then I proceed to get my head slammed onto the wrestling floor thing, and I cry.
Yeah.
And then you walk in and you're like, got blackface on.
Yes.
Again, refer to what I said before.
Cancel.
Cancel me. I dare you to try it. I'll find my way around that. Everyone will be like, you're cancelled. Now my channel's removed and shit. And suddenly I'll just go to the court and change my name and start a whole new page. I'm uncancelable, motherfuckers! What has been your other favourite moments? I mean, like, we've done a lot. Like, for people that aren't aware, we weren't always Ranked and Reviewed. We were once called Loud Media. And we first, when you think back on all of this, it's a road like this, just through the hills like this. No car lights on, just. So, I started this channel 2 years ago, yesterday. All the way back when loaves of bread used to cost a penny, and my grandpa used to walk through the snow and shit. Apparently, no. 2 years ago.
Throw an onion to my belt.
2 years ago yesterday, I started the channel to launch a music podcast, an alternative music podcast. Now, before I go any further, look where we are now, and then think to yourself, how the fuck did this happen? So I had a co-host, Cody O'Connor. He was also a member of my band at the time, which you would have seen in the sponsorship thing at the start. Yes, that's right. My band is sponsoring this episode. You know how much it cost us? You know why? I'm in bed. So yeah. And then I don't think we even did that many episodes of the show, but we got like it was called Loud and Alternative Music Podcast. And I'm going to look it up in a minute how many episodes we did, but we did quite a lot. No, we did I think it was 3 or 4, but we had some pretty big people on, pretty much instantly. We had Ben from The Last Martyr come on and join us. We had John Stokes from Jurassic Park come join us. We had, who else did we have? We had Tom from Patient 67, which they're probably actually the biggest out of everyone that we've had. They were actually going over to play Blue Ridge Festival in US and ended up not being able to go. They had to pull out because of visa concerns.
Yeah.
Tom Keeley from Patient 67 was on, which was a good time. We also had Lalchand on. He's a great guy too. Go check him out, Jordan Lalchand. And then things happened. People got lazy. Not mentioning names. And we had to put the pin on it for a little bit. So I decided, you know what else do I like? Movies, TV shows, video games, nerdy shit. All right, I'm going to start a pop culture podcast. So on Facebook, I put a fucking thing out saying, who wants to do a pop culture podcast with me? And the only person that wrote back in the entire world was the guy sitting next to me right now, Alannis. Yes. And we started by doing similar structured shows to shows that I like on YouTube, or not just YouTube, like Patreon and stuff. So similar things to what Last Stand Media do with Sacred Symbols and things like that, where they talk, they have a joke around, and they get into the news, they get into what they're playing, and then they talk about all the big news items, the really big news items, and they discuss it, and then they get into questions and comments and stuff. So that's sort of roughly how their show goes. And so we were meant to be doing the new games, new movie news, new TV news, and we did that for a solid while. Hey,
probably about a year. We did that for a long time.
Yeah, and then we decided, okay, so before we did this for a year, me and Alannis were reporting on Scream 5 when it was coming out, all the way back in 2021. And was it 21 or 22? No, it's 21.
21.
Yeah, so yeah, Scream 5. And I said to Alannis, do you even care about these movies anymore? At all? Do you care about Scream? And he was like, nah. I'm like, yeah, me either. So we're not going to see that one. And then I went down the wormhole.
How does it go then?
I went down the wormhole and started looking into Scream stuff, behind the scenes, little trivia things, just because it was interesting. I don't know why. It was just one night I was like, huh. I think a YouTube video came up and it had a cool title, and I was like, huh. And I clicked it. And I started looking into it a little bit more down that wormhole. And I found a video. Now, I think his name is Zach Cherry. I'm going to look him up just to make sure that I have got my things correct, because I want to make sure that I give props to everybody. But, I take off. Is his name Zach Cherry? Zach Cherry. Yeah, so it's Zach Cherry. ZACK Cherry, and it's just at Zach Cherry, youtube.com/@JackCherry, Zach Cherry, Jack Trenton, Zach Cherry. Yeah, and he did a video on how you could tell the Scream killers apart because spoilers for a 30-year-old movie. But there are 2 killers in Scream. And I mean, if you didn't even know that was the case.
What?
Even if you didn't know that was the case in the first one, surely you've seen the other ones by now, or at least heard about the other ones. They're like, who are the killers? Oh, who are the killers? Were there more than 2 this time? You know what I mean? So it was 2 killers, but no one knew this going into Scream. So you didn't pay attention for little things. And then when you go back and watch Scream now, I guarantee you, if you haven't watched Scream since Scream came out in 96, or you haven't seen it in well over a decade and you don't know this stuff, and I'm about to tell you, once I tell you, go back and watch the movie and you'll have your whole mind changed because you can tell which killer is which behind the mask. And not only that, in the first scene, I bet you thought that was just one killer doing that. You're wrong. There was 2 killers in that scene. Like, I think that's the only kill in Scream where it features both of them.
Yeah.
So go check out some videos by Zach Cherry. He's definitely makes some good quality content about Scream and other horror movies and things, and can help you separate who is who. And anyway, kind of long story short, we decided we're going to review all the Scream movies. Next thing we knew, just the trailer alone had 45,000 views, and we were like, well, I guess we know what does well. looking at our last Pop Vultures episode with 67, so we decided, look, let's do Ranked and Reviewed, and we'll do it all the time, every week. We'll do a new series. So we got to this year, and now we're here, and we don't do any other show except for Ranked and Reviewed, and we don't do franchises anymore at the moment. Anyway, we do add to franchises that we've already done. So say, for instance, Indiana Jones. We'd already reviewed all the Indiana Jones movies, but the new one came out this year. So we reviewed it like we were going to this year, but we added it onto our list of reviewed already. So it runs a little different, But this year, we decided we're going to run movies, like rank and review movies that we've seen at the movies or seen on streaming sites or whatever, from best to worst, worst to best, however you want to do it. And Alannis has his own list, and I have my own list. And it leads to some pretty interesting fights, some disagreements,
some walkouts,
and a lot of me shaking my head at Alannis, just like this. And yeah, so far this year, what movies have we done, Alannis? We've done like Avatar 2.
Yep, we've done.
We're counting Avatar 2. I know it was December, but we're counting it because we're going to do from December to December.
Yeah.
All the time. So Avatar 2 is counted. What else have we done? We've done Scream 6.
Scream 6. Evil Dead.
Alannis, why don't you tell the story of how we are dumbasses that didn't even know about 40X until like Mario?
Yes. Halloween Ends was last year, I think.
Halloween Ends was last year, and dude, please don't ever bring up that movie again.
Yeah, we didn't see it.
If you don't want me to come over there and fucking wreak havoc and destroy that TV and computer and everything you got, don't mention Halloween Ends, man. Fuck that movie. What a joke. Anyway, keep talking.
Yes. Completely lost my train of thought there because I'm a professional. Yes, we were pretty much like, yeah, I really like 3D movies. Don't you like 3D movies, Alan? I'm like, I like 3D movies. And then we drove to the other side of the fucking city to see a 3D movie.
Scream.
And IMAX to see a 3D movie.
Avatar.
Yeah. And then we're like, oh, what do we want to see it in? 40X? So then Scream came up and we're like, do we want to see this in 40X? That's 3D? Or do we want to go to the other side of the city and just see it in 3D?
To be fair, we got really early screening of Scream.
Yeah.
We had to go over to the other side of the city to get to the early screening. Otherwise, we would have had to wait till the normal release day.
Yeah. But then we found out when Mario came around, we're like, maybe we should go to 40X.
But dude, you're forgetting the most important part, which is that when we saw 40X, we're like, oh, maybe we should see it in 40X. It didn't happen like that. We were like, wait a minute. we have 40X. I thought that was like an American thing. And then we found out it was like so close to our house, and I'm like, what? Like we could have seen Jurassic World Dominion. We could have seen Doctor Strange. We could have seen all these fucking movies in 40X, and we were like, we're chumps. We went and saw it at IMAX, and the IMAX in Melbourne is fucking shit. I'm never going back to IMAX again until they fix that shit, because that is a joke, man. I mean, you went to the toilet halfway through the movie and ended up on the outside of the building. You're like, I'll be back. I'm just going to the toilet. You're the only motherfucker I know that's left a cinema to go to the toilet and left the building. You went in an elevator that took you the wrong way.
But this elevator was a motherfucker. Like, granted, I crossed the rope.
Granted, you were drunk.
But the doors closed and they would not reopen. Like, they wouldn't open on the level I'm on. It's like, I had no choice.
But anyway, we missed Avatar 2 in 40X. We're the dumbest motherfuckers on earth. But anyway, we discovered 40X in March. Is that right? April. Yeah, because that's when Mario Brothers came out. So our first experience with 40X was Super Mario Brothers, and I hate the cinema. Like, notoriously, I hate going to the movies. And that might sound funny coming from somebody who reviews movies for YouTube, but as I said, it was a long, windy road that we got here. So I hate going to the movies. These reasons. These are my reasons. 1, the price. 2, gotta hold my piss. Don't want to miss any of the movie. 3, sometimes I want a cigarette. And I can't in the cinema. Otherwise, I'm going to miss it. I can't pause the cinema. I wish I had the power to just be like, excuse me. The guy's like, and I'm just like, if you don't have one of those tickets that lets me get sucked into the movie like on Last Action Hero, I'm going to be very mad. And also, can you pause the movie because I want to go out for a cigarette? But yeah, I hate going to the movies. The price of everything, the food, the popcorn, like, dude. What me and Quinn went to the movies recently. For me, Quinn, a child, his food, my food, it was like $95. $95. I just want to let everyone sit and think about that for a second. $95 for a movie. Nah. So I didn't think movies were justified for me. You know, like I was like, I'm not going. I can download them off the 7 Seas, the Pirate Bay, probably tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going. And then 40X, I was like, this could be fun. Let's do it. So we went to see Super Mario Brothers. And I'm telling you now, that smile didn't leave my face. I had the best time. And a time that I don't think I'm ever going to forget. Ever. Like, Alan, you weren't too crash hot on when the Mario Brothers movie was coming out. Like, you weren't excited like I was, where I was like, Mushroom Kingdom, here we come. You were like, this movie's going to be shit, Chris Pratt, blah, blah, blah. And then we got there and I was like, I hope Alan's not right about this movie. But we were in 40X, so you know what? That, for all I could have cared, it could have been like really bad. But I still had the best time ever. I left the cinema and the first thing me and Alan said to each other was like, what in the fuck just happened? We had a revelation. See Alan up in the top screen there? Above my window, looking very religious. We had that moment. We had that moment where Alan turned into Moses.
Yeah.
No. Alan, like me and Alan had like the moment where God came down and was like 40X. And we were like, we do believe.
Oh, that's it. What movie was it where there was a guy that was laughing? It was like, this is really inappropriate times. And it's like,
was that even in 40X?
It might have been Scream.
Yeah, I think it was Scream. What about our friend at the normal cinema?
You guys coming to see Black Panther?
Have you ever heard, has anyone ever had the biggest fucking nerd on earth, clearly, talk to you when you go to the cinema before? Because this guy, the ticket guy, is the biggest fucking nerd. And he's just like, huh, hello. You guys going to see Black Panther, are we? Our tickets say that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No, we're
Wait.
going to see Shazam.
Pride and Prejudice. That's what we're going to fucking see. What do you mean?
And then we went again, like, to that same cinema, and he was there again. He's like, well, you boys here to see blah, blah, blah. And we're just like, listen, man.
We got to talk.
If we
You
wanted
know,
such
you don't
if
have
we
to
were
go all
not
the
in
way
such a
down
public
there.
space right now, I would fuck you to death, man.
Don't use that toilet down there. You can.
Oh, yeah? Can't. I need a piss, yeah? Like, this is no time to work out which toilet I want to go to. Like, I'm like, got my mindset that I'm going to walk past him, go to the toilet. Get my
Everyone
urine.
gate keeps that toilet from
Have
me.
a urine. Get my urine out. And then I start walking, and he basically grabs me on the shoulder and stops me and goes, there's one's back there if you'd like. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, are you fucking kidding me? I would have liked to have just walked to the toilet that I was planning on walking to begin with. You fucking, how can I help you, nerd? Going down the wormhole, man. So, Alannis, now that we've caught everyone up on our history, I don't know why. More experiences. What's been your favorite? What's been your worst? You said you liked. What was the one you said before?
Your wrestling name? Our dance moves were also, I think, one of our finer moments. I can't remember what it was. I think it was PlayStation Plus on Work It Out, maybe. That funky music.
Was it PlayStation? Was it Work It Out? Because I don't think we've ever done PlayStation on Work It Out, have we?
Maybe it was
Pop Vultures.
Pop Vultures.
It would have had to have been.
Yeah, but it was funky.
That show's dead as fuck.
Much
Alan-
like
Alan took that show out the back and just fucking shot it like fucking
Old Yeller.
Old Yeller, yeah. With no sympathy, but no upset, no sympathy. This time was just like, get out there, you maggot.
Like old Floyd, if he keeps snoring through our podcast while we have.
I still reckon you should have another kid and name it Lloyd, just to cause mass confusion for the dog. You'd be like Lloyd, no, and Floyd will be sitting there going, what the fuck did I do? Plus, what's his name? Is it Lloyd Christmas?
Ah, yes.
Dumb and Dumber?
Yes.
Yes, Lloyd Christmas.
Is that setting your child up for failure, calling them Lloyd? Sorry, Lloyd's out there. I shouldn't say that, but I did.
No, look, no, you're not sorry, okay? Lloyd, you're a fucking failure. All you Lloyds out there.
Yeah. Even
I'm
especially
surprised-
Christopher Lloyd.
I'm
Even
surprised Lloyd isn't just sitting there looking at you going, why are you guys talking about it?
he pretty much is. He's like, what's
You know what I
going on?
want to quickly talk about, Alannis, because this is more of an episode about us just shooting the shit because it's our birthday episode. I want to talk to you about something. 1 second.
Hi.
Now, this, my friends, is the Nintendo 64 question block Lego set. Now, would I say it's cool? Yeah, it's cool. Would I say that it's definitely not built yet? Yeah, I'd say that. Would I say it's worth getting? Fuck no! Putting this thing together is the worst. I have never had a more tedious Lego set in my entire life. This thing fucking sucks, man. It's fucking cool. And like, as you can see, there's like compartments and shit. It's cool. And it like opens up and has like the whole Mushroom Kingdom in there. And Mushroom Kingdom. Straight down the box. So yeah, like it's cool. But also, let me bring it up here. It has like a bands on it. It has the most awkward building structure in the entire world. Look at this shit. Look at all the fucking... Nah. So, this is my son's, yeah? Quinn's. And he asked for it for Christmas. And I said to him, it's an 18 plus set. Are you sure you want it? He was like, yep. I was thinking to myself, fuck me. You know who's building it then? Dad's building it. So I've tried to get Quinn interested in it. I'm like, let's build your question block. Like, it's been here since Christmas. I want you to take it home and enjoy your Christmas present. It was $300. You know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, okay. And then I'm like, so you helping me build? He's like, well, you could just build for a bit if you want. So I'm like, all right. So I start building for half an hour, and then half an hour later, I'm like, you gonna help me build? He's like, you could just do it for a little bit longer if you want. And this happened every weekend. So I asked him last week, I said, do you want the question block? Do you want this fucking question block? And he's like, I'm like, Tim, what about we do this? We sell this. We put it back in its wrapping and shit. We put it in the box. We sell it. And we get you a Lego set you actually want. And he said, yeah. So I said, okay, cool. So Alan, this Thursday night on Ranked and Reviewed, Tanked and Reviewed, we are going to drop this and smash it. Like, we don't even have to take it outside because I don't want to destroy it. You know what I mean? But I want to just be like really high up in my bedroom like this and then just let go. And we got
some things Lego do really confuses me. Like Dana, not so much Dana and Indy, but Dana built the Benatar Lego thing, the spaceship, the Guardians of the Galaxy thing. It confuses me. It's got like these little coffee machines and shit that you put inside the ship, and you're like, oh, cool, the ship must open up so you can see these things. Nope. You have to pull it apart to see these things.
Don't get me started on all the shit dumb decisions they make on these Harry Potter Lego sets. Now listen, I'm missing 3 sets to make the entire castle. I'm going to lean this up a little bit more. But can you see a problem with this? Because I can. That doesn't look like the castle. And you know why? Because they make it, what's it called? Where it's like you can take it apart and put it together however you want.
Oh, is it modular?
Modular. It's modular, right? Now, you'd think that's pretty cool. Except for the fact that the instruction book they give you at the end of it all to put the whole thing together to make it look actually properly good is one picture with it laid out.
So
That's a problem. That's a fucking problem with me. Because they're basically like, you can put it together like this, but it's modular, so build it however you want. Listen, motherfucker. You're Lego. You got instructions. You tell me how to build things and I build them. You don't say, now that you've built all the sets, do whatever you want with them. Because then I'm just like, that would look better there. That would look better there. No, that's not correct. That would look better. Smash. Well, got to build that set again. Oh, well, I'll just move this one over here instead and we'll put that one in its place. Smash. Oh, going to have to build that one again too. And this has been rinse and repeat of me like, oh, it's getting better. Smash.
I had a Carnage Head and an Infinity Gauntlet. And you would have seen them in the background of some of our older videos at my old house. So they were great. I liked them. And I moved my computer and smash. Then in my infinite wisdom, I'm like, I won't rebuild that one yet, but I'll build this one and put it there. Guess what happened?
Smash. Like, dude, this set. That is not how the set's supposed to be. But I have looked up where, like, how this should be built out, like, on that one sheet piece of paper that they gave me. And that's apparently it there. But, you know, like, it's so modular, you can just be like, oh, smash, there you go. Fuck me dead, man. Like, listen, I'm all down to buy every set you release, even though it's a bit of a waste of money considering you don't put it all in the one box. I'm down for that shit, Lego. But you know what I'm not down for? Your fucking useless modular instructions. You fucking got to get that shit in order because you know it's bad when I have to go to a YouTube video to help me put it together in the right way. And even while watching the YouTube video, I'm like, how does that part go there? It's fucking bullshit, man. I've been trying to put this castle together for ages. The only thing I'm missing is the Gryffindor staircase. No, the staircase. I'm missing the Fluffy's escape, which I didn't even realize isn't even actually a part of the set. even though you can put it on. Like, what are you doing? And then I don't have, what's the other one? The Gryffindor Common Room. They can get fucked with the Gryffindor Common Room, man. The set is, no joke, probably. Yeah, I'm going to take another one apart, so get ready for another smash. The Gryffindor Common Room set is probably that, right? On its own. Guess how much?
How much?
$170.
What the fuck?
You want to know why?
Why?
It was an exclusive that you got when you bought certain products from the Lego shop. So the actual Lego store, you got to buy this if you bought a certain other item, the Gryffindor Common Room. And that was it. That was the only way to get it. And it was for a limited time only. So when you want to buy one now, guess what?
So it blows my mind how different Lego is now. Like, Lego to me when I was a kid was you build a truck, then you have a dude, and you build a race car. But then apparently Lego
I used to have the castle, the knights. I used to have like the pirates. I used to have like the Monkey Island thing.
I can remember they started spaceships, like generic spaceships, and it was like the coolest thing in the world because the helmets had little visors that move up and down.
Can I show
What a
you?
world we live in now.
Can I show you? Look, everything that we said we were going to talk about at the start of this episode, forget it. This is a good time. We're having a good time. But what I'm going to show you right now, Alannis, is the world's dumbest Pokemon card. You ready? Now, when I say the world's dumbest Pokemon card, I bet you're wondering why I'm grabbing 4. Oh, that would be because all 4 make up one fucking card. Look at this shit, man. Like, are you kidding me? Who the fuck would just want that?
The guy from the cinema.
Or this one? You want to see my Pokemon card?
Not that one, the
You
other
want to
one.
trade with me? Everyone else like, where the fuck's the rest of the card?
Here to see Detective Pikachu, are you?
Look, but she'd be all right.
Yeah.
I'd give her one hell of a time.
Yeah, hey!
Her name's Marnie. We've been speaking about 2 years now, and no.
I have moved my camera somehow.
Let it be moved, mate. Let it be moved. I'm moved by your speech.
Stupid camera.
And I want to show you something else. Try to find
Check
it.
out this picture though.
I'll try to find it. Oh, great. You're
So
upside
in
down.
Australia mode.
You're
You
upside
know,
down.
I should have done this when we had Frankie on and be like, no, this is just how it is down here.
Yeah.
Australia, down under.
Yeah, I'm going to show you this other thing, yeah? Okay.
Yep.
So. Yeah. Now, you have to fix that. Because if I had to look at you upside down, I think when I look away from the screen by the end of this episode, I'd be like this. Why is everything normal ways? Now, I want to show you something. See this Pokemon card right here? Now, can you see that when you put it in the right light, you got Pokeballs on it?
Ah.
Well, there is one different reverse one with a Master Ball on it. So a Master Ball is exactly the same as a Pokeball, but with an M on the top of it. And they're very much harder to pull. And if you pull the Pikachu one with the reverse Master Ball on it, it's like $700. I have the reverse Pikachu that is the normal one, not the Master Ball one. Yeah, the reverse one. I got it in it.
Yes.
So there it is. There. The only difference between that and the Master Ball one is the M is on the Pokeballs, right? Yet this card is not even worth $1. But because of an M on some balls, get fucked. I'm sorry, Pokemon, if you're listening to me and all Pokemon card collectors out there, but you're all simps right now collecting this Scarlet and Violet rubbish. Sword and Shield, look, I was like, I can't wait till Sword and Shield over. I bring on Scarlet and Violet because I'm sick to death of Sword and Shield. What I wouldn't give for Sword and Shield to come back. These new cards are trash, man. These new Pokemon suck. What's the name? Chiwu? Like, there's like 5 new Pokemon or something that are fish. And they've all got Chinwu, Yingu, whatever. It's crap, Alannis. It's simply crap.
I like the one that looked like a dick, I think, from Sword and Shield. Like, big old cock and balls. With legs. Yeah.
I'm missing this
Maybe
one.
it was from something else, but I can remember seeing it.
I never caught that one.
Wait, what did I say it again? It might have been on Pornhub.
Man, I'm glad I didn't catch one of those, especially in my mouth. No, man, this new generation of cards so far has been devastatingly bad. But the good news, Pokemon 151's around the corner, and I'm fucking amped for that. It's probably the first set that I'm going to be excited about collecting, man. Because the new set just came out Friday, and it's like a Charizard set. It's called Obsidian Flames, and it's got like... See, I was confused. I thought there was 3 Charizards in it. There's 4, and 2 of them look very similar, but one of them is worth like 300, and the other one's worth like 70. I'm going to show you the difference in these cards quickly, and you're going to laugh. I guarantee it, because you're going to be like, really? Like, that's the difference. And I'm going to be like, yep, you're as baffled as I am. There it is, Charizard EX Obsidian Flames images. Okay, so first I'm going to bring up the cheaper one. Well, okay, in Australia, the cheaper one's worth $200. Well, to this listing, this idiot's probably asking way too much. Sorry to the idiot if you see this. Now, look. That one, right there. $200. But see what the Charizard looks like? Now, I'm going to bring up the other one. And you tell me how much difference you see. Because I'm telling you, man, it's a joke that this one is the more expensive one. And it's like the same thing. Here we go. Do you see much difference, Alannis?
Not really, no.
Except that he's roaring and got his wings spread out, except for instead of looking like a chode.
Yeah.
And look at the price.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, just knowing me, my luck, if I'm going to pull a Charizard, it won't even be one of those. It'll be the lower one.
What? My brother told me Perth had 10 hot women's for every one man. Is this true? Well, some strange things happen over west. To answer your question, I don't know.
We don't know because you know what? Perth is really fucking far away from us. It might seem like, look, Perth is close, whatever. Perth is in the same country and shit. No. It may as well be in another country.
Do you know there actually was talks around COVID times and of them wanting to become a sovereign country? It's like, cool, man, you do that. You keep your dirt.
Isn't it a fact that like Perth is kind of closer to a certain international city than it is to us?
Yeah, I can't remember where.
Is it Thailand?
I think, yeah, that sounds right.
Or Bali? I think it's Thailand.
Bali. I don't know, one of them.
Yeah, so apparently Thailand is closer to Perth than we are to Perth.
One of those countries that is not us. I think it was France.
And just being real with you, I don't know how many Perth fans we have here, but Perth kind of suck. It kind of
Yeah,
sucks.
I think you might have pissed off our Perth fans.
Ah, fuck them.
Yeah.
Tell them
to
go back to Thailand. They don't even live there.
I can't help that I project my negativity because I have a dirt envy.
Sorry to all you persons. Anyways, yeah, Pokemon kind of sucks now, and I was like big into it. I'm kind of hoping that picks up. Anyways, my favorite movie experiences so far: Yeah, doing this. Mario. Obviously, I couldn't wipe the smile off my face for 40x. I'm really shitty at you, by the way, Alan.
Right.
Before we stopped doing franchises, you made me forget that we hadn't done Harry Potter yet. And I know you did that on purpose, you motherfucker. Listen, mate. Harry Potter's good. I don't understand how you don't like Harry Potter, yet you play games that are fantasy games.
Yes.
Listen, I don't even play fantasy games and I like it. What's going on here? The world is backwards.
It's crazy.
Get into it, mate. Get into it. It's good. I'm telling you, Alan, listen to this. It is almost like the events of World War II, but Harry Potter.
Ah,
Am I selling it to you?
maybe.
Voldemort is kind of like Adolf Hitler. And his whole objective is to get rid of all the people that aren't pure magic. So, what are we talking about here? The Wizard Holocaust.
Nice.
Yeah. For all those mudbloods, you know? Poor Hermione. Poor Harry. They're not full wizard, you see. You'd know this if you watch the movies, mate.
Yes.
The other day, someone said that I was they found me quite Americanized. And I have to agree about that in certain aspects. And I'm not as Aussie as some of the Aussies over here. Yeah? Like, first of all, I don't like sport. Second of all, I don't like drinking. I'm not an Australian.
You don't throw shrimps on the... I have a big problem with that shrimp on a Barbie thing. Who the,
Yeah, it's prawns. We
who
know.
the fuck? I've never met one person in this country that puts shrimp on a Barbie.
And even if they did, it's called prawns anyway, mate.
Yeah, this is a problem.
Anyways, I'm not a real Australian.
When
I'm
I
like,
ride my kangaroo down to my local...
you're definitely more Australian than me.
Probably.
Definitely, man. Sorry. Like, you're not a bogan, though. And I almost feel like if you're an Australian, you are automatically a bogan.
Yeah. Well,
But you know what? The Australian comes out of me when I'm getting into my like mood of just having a go at you as a joke or whatever. Because that's when I pull out the mate.
right.
I do not say mate unless I'm like you. Listen, mate. And you know if I start it with listen, mate, I'm about to follow up with the bird.
Yes.
And this person had said, oh, yeah, I could tell you were kind of Americanized because the other day you're the first person I've spoken to lately that didn't say, hey, mate. They said, hey, man. And I'm like, yeah, that's because I don't feel comfortable saying mate.
Mate.
Nah.
Mate.
Why am I Australian, Alan? I don't belong here. Let me come to America. If anyone's watching, buy me tickets to Los Angeles. I'll be there first thing. Get me out of fucking Melbourne. Now, Alannis, before we head off and wrap this shit up, what are you looking forward to with the future for Ranked and Reviewed?
I am looking forward to... See, what do we have this year? We've done all the things we really were looking forward to.
Yeah, but dude, we need to talk about something really quickly.
Yes.
Why is everything going co-op multiplayer?
I don't know, but it's...
I'm about to sell my PlayStation. Because I'm not joking. I am not joking that I have the PS5 sitting right. I'm moving this over. Hope my computer doesn't fall off the desk.
Smash!
There is my PlayStation sitting right there. It's on constantly. How many games have I played this year? Maybe 2. Games suck now. I don't know what is going on, man. South Park, The Stick of Truth. Amazing. South Park, The Fractured Butthole. Even better. And then they announced the new South Park game. And what is it, Alannis? What is it? A co-op multiplayer game. Bang, 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 click, 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 reload. Bang, bang.
I think they need to do it like it makes sense when they do it where it's an option but not a requirement.
I don't mind a multiplayer mode. I don't mind a co-op mode. But I want the solo story. And you know what? You made the perfect template for a South Park game. You've done it twice. Why aren't we getting a third that's a true third, like, you know, trilogy? Like, why are you making Snow Day? When I saw that trailer, I was so happy, man. And then I went on IGN and I read what it was, and I nearly threw my computer out the window. It's a joke. I'm sick of multiplayer games. I don't give a fuck about playing with other people. I used to, but that was playing with 6 people on Call of Duty. Different. I'm not playing Gotham Knights with you, Alan. Sorry. So many games just getting ruined because of it. Like, dude, Batman Arkham Asylum, amazing. Batman Arkham City, amazing. Arkham Knight, it was good, but Origins, better than Arkham Knight, in my opinion. And then, what do we get? Gotham Knights. Why? Why? I miss video games being good. I'm telling you, what would ruin everything for me? A new Uncharted that's multiplayer and co-op only.
You're playing with fire now because they're probably Naughty Dog is gone. Some of them Naughty Dog doesn't know why.
PlayStation's going to be playing with fire if any more fucking multiplayer things come out. I'm telling you now. Honestly, man, I loved video games, and this year the only games I've played are what Hogwarts Legacy, but I played the fucking shit out of that game. That is solid.
That's the only game you've solidly played this year, I think.
Yeah, I finished it. But I did what? And I didn't just finish it. I did as much as I could on the side quest. I think all up, I've got like 85 hours into it. I'm so desperate to play a fun single-player game that's really good that guess what I just reinstalled?
What?
Red Dead 2 again. This will be my 4th playthrough. Still more exciting than playing any of the new shit that's out. I can't wait for Grand Theft Auto 6, and I know I'm probably one of the only people saying that. Hey, and you know what? I'm still excited for this Red Dead re-release because it's not a remaster, it's a port.
But it's a solid single-player game.
It's a direct port, but you know what? I'm excited because surely it's going to feel a little bit better. There's a police siren like coming closer and closer to my house. So I'm just like not knowing if I should jet or not. I'm not saying I've done anything wrong. Quick, hide the cocaine. I'm not saying I've done anything wrong. Anyway, yeah, I'm excited for the future of this show. I didn't think we'd still be doing it, to be honest. I didn't think that this channel would be going 2 years. I thought this is like a 6-month thing, surely.
Nope.
That siren is getting awfully close. Can you hear it?
I cannot.
If the police ask you anything, you didn't see me, right?
You could have been anybody.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the future of this show. I don't really know what I'm looking forward to as in movie-wise, but I know that this show is definitely coming up more now. We're starting to gain a little bit more traction, and like, to be honest, for a while there, I thought we were not going to get any bigger than we've gotten. You know what I mean? Like, I thought we've done this nearly 2 years. No one cares. You know what I mean? Like, no one gives a shit. We're usually just talking into the ether. But certain things have happened lately, and it's just been wild to see a lot more. Like, it's not even a lot. It's not even like we're doing fucking millions of views, or it's not like thousands of people are watching a video at once. But like the little bit that we have moved has been really exciting and really fulfilling, you know? So I'm excited to grow more. That's what I'm excited to do about this channel. That's my main goal, is to grow more.
I think I will say that as well. And
I definitely want to do more interviews like we did with Frankie from Red Cow Arcade.
absolutely. We need to annoy more people and say, hey, tell me things.
Dude, I couldn't believe that he came on. That was such a nice thing of him to do because he didn't have to. Like, he didn't have to respond to my email, but he did. And he was like, he made his point. He made his like, sort of like, okay, if I'm going to come on, this is what needs to happen. And he made it very clear, and we made sure that happened, man. And it wasn't hard. It was just, don't make me watch, because I know you guys rank movies. Don't make me watch like a bunch of movies so we can rank and review them. Don't make me do like a lot of pre-work. If it's just come on and shoot the shit, I'm more than happy to do that. And I'm like, Now it sounds perfect to me. Like, I'm not difficult. So anyone that's watching out there, you know what? I'm going to say this, and I'm legit serious about this. Even if you don't have a YouTube channel, even if you're just a person, a normal person like all of us, we're normal people too, but I mean like not a content creator, not someone who usually would go on podcasts or whatever, you just watch them. Hit us up, because even if you like want to talk about a certain movie, maybe we could do an episode like that. Maybe if you wanted to rank and review a certain bunch of movies, we could do that. We just want to connect with people. Whether you are... Huh?
There you go. He's here from the interview with Frankie, so there's living proof that this works. And thank you for letting us know.
Definitely. Like, we just want to connect with more people. We just want to build the community. We want everyone to know that watches this stuff, that we appreciate you, every one of you. And we will take the time out of our time to talk to you normally. We will have you on an episode. Just know that if it's not going well, it'll be wrapped up very quick. But yeah, like, we want to connect with people. We want to grow. We want other YouTubers to come check us out. Like, we check out a lot of other YouTubers. Like, you know, I only started checking out Red Cow Arcade, like, their first James Rolfe video. So I know you could probably look on YouTube as to when that happened, and you'll know that that's when I started tuning in. But yeah, I'm excited about growing. I'm excited about meeting more people, having more opportunities. It's just been a lot harder for us to get content out lately due to so many things happening in both of our lives. Since my band launched, it's just been like, it sucks to say, but as much as this is first priority, the podcast, it's kind of second priority now. You know what I mean? Like, even though it's still a huge up there priority, it's still second priority, because the band for me is what I've always wanted to do and what I've always done throughout my life, been in bands and toured and played and blah, 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 blah. I want to get back to doing that. But that doesn't mean we can't do episodes from me on the road. Like, I'll still do episodes every night. I don't give a fuck. They'll be like, we got a show. And I'll be like, tell them I'm going to be late. Tell them I'm going to be late. We're shit canning Avatar 3.
That will be in 2030 at this point.
Yeah. Fucking strike, eh? Anyways, Alannis, is there anything else you want to say before we wrap this shit up?
Not really. Thank you for everyone that's been getting interactive with us during these shows, and we apologize if we missed shit as well. So
yeah, like,
spectacle, so don't have to go.
we genuinely feel bad, right? When we miss episodes, or when we can't review a certain movie that people want us to review, or, you know, like, as for example, we haven't done Barbie yet, and Barbie's been out for ages, but we are doing it this Thursday. Remember to tune in, because it's tanked and reviewed. So me and Alan are going to be pretty wild, because Alan's going to have a few cans in him. I'm going to have my license to chill.
We're going to be on the Venga bus.
Yeah, the Venga bus is coming, and everybody's pumping from New York to San Francisco. I don't know the rest of the Lizzo. What about Lizzo, huh? Fuck it.
Oh, man. Man, she's one of those things that... where did this person come from?
Dude, I didn't even hear of this person's name until all this started happening, and I was like, who?
Yeah.
Liz who? Liz Hurley? Yeah, man. Fucking thank you to everyone that does watch. Thank you to everyone that likes. You don't know how much it means to us. Just a simple like is. Like, just someone clicking like on our video, because it's pretty soul crushing doing this YouTube stuff when no one cares, when no one interacts, when no one cares. When we get dislikes, it's kind of entertaining. It's kind of funny. I don't mind the dislikes, you know. At least it's something. But yeah, like, you have no idea what it's like to be a content creator and not get shit for many times. And then suddenly you do one episode and it'll do really good, and you're like, oh, things are picking up. And then a month later, you're like back to shoveling shit out in the farm, you know? Whatever. So yeah, thank you everyone for the great 2 years that you've given us so far. There's many more to come, many more years. Starting off with Thursday's Barbie review. for Tanked and Reviewed, the second episode ever. If you haven't checked out the very first Tanked and Reviewed, go check it out. It's a fucking great time. Like, we're going to try and do that. Dude, we've completely changed the way we do shows now. Like, back then, we used to, like, get them into the edit, have to edit them, make, like, all, like, titles and shit for them. You could say we've gotten lazy, but we haven't. It's just that when you're editing as much as I do for this show, for the band, for everything, it started becoming way too much for me, man. Like, I mean, how much was I editing? Like, probably 30 hours a week?
Yeah.
And I hated that shit, man. Like, I like editing, but when it becomes that much, it's like, I don't know, man, you know? So it's not that we're lazy. We try to put as much love and care into it as we always have. But at the same time, we're just trying to do it in a more easy way, which is the easiest way is to just go live straight away. There is no edit. There is nothing. You can set it and forget it.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think that the way we do it's lazy anymore, Alannis, or do you still think it's roughly the same?
I think it's about the same. And I think as well, like, yes, while going live, people could say lazy. It also opens other windows. Like, we can actually talk to people. We can get feedback live. We can have a conversation like we have a few times like tonight. So I think it's alternative, not lesser.
I think it's cool that we were able to jump on tonight and just
Talk shit. I think we should do this more often. I think this has been good. This is
what I wanted to do, man, from the start. But then everyone was like, get to the point of what you want to talk about. And I was like watching YouTube videos and shit where they're like, oh, you know, if you don't get into the topic at hand, like straight away, you're going to lose like a lot of your viewers in 30 seconds and shit. And I'm just like, well, better get on a roll. You know what I mean? So, but I would like to get into more like this shit, you know, where it's just like we have a bit of a shit talk. We do talk about movies, but obviously when we do proper ranked and reviewed episodes, like we are going to talk pretty seriously, you know, or the way we normally would. Now, Alannis, I'm going to bring up some footage of you from the last Tanked and Reviewed because I was checking it out today, and my God, man, you were gone, bro. I'm pretty sure the only reason I wrapped up the show was because you weren't communicating anymore. I was like, what do you think about that one, Alan? And you're just like, So I'm going to share my screen. Hold on 1 second. Make sure there's no pornography up. There's probably pornography up.
Yeah.
All right. Let's check this clip out quickly. Enjoy us for the content that we create. And I'm not going to create content specifically just to get an audience. I want to enjoy the content I create.
I can barely sit on my chair.
I enjoyed doing tonight. Much more usual than like doing... Like, I still love doing the normal Ranked and Reviewed series. That isn't going anywhere. We're not just going to suddenly turn that series into like a shit show of talking for an hour and then getting into reviews. We just did! This is a sort of a... It shows us that we can do that with both our podcasts, to an extent at least. Anyway, hold on. Let's get to you. Alan is no longer alive, people. Pray for Alan. Pray for Alan.
This is ground control to Major Tom.
Oh, no.
Been through the door.
Your partner is going to hate me for convincing you to do this shit. You're going to come out and you're going to be like, we're finished the episode. And you're going to be like, oh, no, look at you. You're fuck-eyed. So, as usual, I'm your host, Tomye West. you just Joining me, as always, is my co-host, who needs a mic. I may as well have not talked to you, you know? I may as well be like this at the wall. So, everyone, thank you for joining us.
I had a good time.
Yeah, we're going to repeat that this Thursday. And guess what? It's the first time we're doing an in-person episode.
Yes.
Yeah, boy! The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. Yeah, so this Thursday, 10 o'clock p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Me and Alannis.
Oh, Jesus, bro.
Oh, no. Floyd.
Look who's
You had
here.
to, didn't you? You had to? Floyd, look at me. Look at me, Floyd.
Over there, Floyd.
Ah, fuck you, Floyd. Thought we were friends. Anyways, this Thursday, make sure you come check us out. Tanked and Reviewed. Second episode ever with Alannis and me in person. Not fucking. That looked like I was going to make a smash. Not smashing. But yeah. And yeah, again, everyone, thank you for the 2 years. It's been great. And we will see you Thursday for our tanked and reviewed Barbie review. Alannis, anything else you want to say before we get the fuck out of here?
No, not at all. I think we've summed it up nicely.
We definitely have. Thank you all for tuning in to our birthday thing. Let's sing happy birthday, Alannis. Happy birthday.
Happy Halloween. Oh, wait.
Just forget it, man. Just fucking forget it, you know? Before we head out, another quick word from our sponsor. We'll see you this Thursday, 10 o'clock, for our Barbie tanked and reviewed.
Songs of the struggles, hey, stars life moving. You can touch it from every disease. This one last heartbreak. No remember.
Hey, it's not playing properly. We started again.
Yeah, from the top.
The songs of the struggles to breathe. Stars like breath moving. You can touch it from every disease. This one last heartbreak. No remember every moment you cherished. It's already over now, so clear your mind. It's already over now. I'll sing this one more time. This one's for the broken hearted. We pray for the ones departed. I know it hurts, but it's alright. I'll get the shaking hands through the night. Don't bring us down. Don't bring us.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm Star-Lord.